Imagine a piece of technology that doesn't just answer your questions, but literally works alongside you. It anticipates your needs, it plans your days, and get this, it writes complex software while you sleep. I know, it sounds like science fiction, right? But what you're about to see is happening right now. The reality is, Google Obsif X search company Nahirahi, it is building the operating system for the AI era. And when Google's CEO Sundar Pichai dropped this underlying message at the latest I/O keynote, man, it marked a monumental pivot. We are way past talking about clever little chatbots that just write a polite email for you. We are witnessing a fundamental shift from passive AI assistants to actual autonomous collaborators. To truly wrap your head around the scale of this shift, just look at this number, 3.2 quadrillion. That is the number of tokens Google processed in a single month recently. Just a year prior, it was only 480 trillion. Now, tokens are basically the fundamental units of data. They're the building blocks of AI thought. So processing 3.2 quadrillion tokens, that means billions of complex problems are being actively solved by AI across the globe every single second. It's just wild. So here is how we're going to unpack this whole roadmap in today's explainer. We'll start with Google's AI-first vision, explore Gemini Omni, and then dive right into the Agentic AI era. After that, we'll see how this reinvents search, revolutionizes commerce, and finally, how it secures our digital trust. All right, part one, Google's AI-first vision and a decade of transformation. You know, it's really easy to look at today's AI and think it just appeared out of nowhere, but this hyper-progress didn't happen overnight. It's the result of a grueling 10-year full-stack strategy. Ever since their big AI-first pivot back in 2016, they've been fundamentally rewiring their infrastructure. By 2022, they were pouring $31 billion annually into capital expenditures, and that figure has literally skyrocketed since. And the backbone of all this? Custom silicon, specifically the new TPU-8T for massive training and the TPU-8i for lightning-fast inference. These processors are scaling up globally, totally destroying latency limits and allowing models to spit out responses at nearly 1,500 tokens per second. And what's truly staggering here is the sheer scale of deployment. Google isn't just tinkering with AI in some hidden lab somewhere, they are actively injecting it into the daily habits of the entire planet. 13 of their products now boast over 1 billion users. AI search alone has 2.5 billion monthly users, and the Gemini app, it doubled to 900 million users in just a year. Plus, through models like Nano Banana, users have already generated over 50 billion images. AI is actively empowering billions of us, right now. Moving on to part two, Gemini Omni Multimodal AI and how it's simulating reality. Because think about it, to move from an AI that just talks to an agentic AI that can actually do things, it needed a massive upgrade in perception. It had to be able to see, hear, and understand the physical world natively. Enter Gemini Omni. Guys, this isn't just a simple text generator. It's a true multimodal world model. Omni can literally simulate physical reality. It intrinsically understands concepts like kinetic energy and gravity. And through the new Omni Flash model and the upcoming Omni Pro, you can just hand the AI a video and conversationally tell it to change the lighting, shift the camera angle to 360 degrees, or even drop entirely new objects into the scene. And it does it completely seamlessly, bina kisi complex software gay. So the absolutely crucial takeaway here is that we are moving from guessing words to actually building digital realities. Old AI, well, that was essentially just a hyper-advanced autocomplete. But Omni AI is a totally different beast. It's an engine that actually simulates the intuitive physics of our universe. Which leads us perfectly into part three, the Agentic AI Era, moving from assistant to collaborator. This deep understanding of reality is exactly what paves the way for the core shift of this entire technological era. AI is no longer just waiting to answer your prompts. Agentic AI is doing the heavy lifting for you, continuously, right there in the background. To really prove this point, Google's development platform Anti-Gravity 2.0 was given what sounds like an impossible task. Build a fully functional computer operating system from scratch. Over just 12 hours, a team of 93 autonomous AI subagents worked in parallel. They chewed through 2.6 billion tokens, writing every single line of code, from the memory management all the way to the file system. And they pulled the whole thing off for under $1,000 in API credits. Yes, such a mind-blowing ad. An autonomous AI team practically replicated months of brutal human engineering overnight. No way. But okay, let's step away from the hardcore coding for a second and see how this actually looks in your daily life. Meet Gemini Spark, your personal 24/7 AI agent. Imagine you're planning a neighborhood block party. Instead of stressing, you just tell Spark to handle it. Step 1. Spark autonomously parses your emails to figure out who's coming. Step 2. It spins up a live RSVP tracker in Google Sheets and constantly updates it as new emails roll in. Step 3. It generates a presentation deck and even follows up with the neighbors who haven't replied yet. You literally just close your laptop and Spark flawlessly executes the entire project in the background. Now part 4, AI search reinvented and how it's generating outcomes. This agentic power completely shatters our traditional understanding of the internet. For 25 years, search has basically been a giant directory, right? You ask a question, you get a list of links. But in the agentic era, search no longer just gives links, it gives outcomes. Because we all know AI can handle incredibly complex concepts now, our questions have naturally become hyper-specific. Take a query like this. How do two orbiting binary black holes create gravitational waves? If you search for that today, getting a standard list of Wikipedia articles just isn't going to cut it. You really need to visualize it to understand it. And this brilliantly illustrates what they call generative UI. When you ask that black hole question, the AI running behind search, which is powered by anti-gravity, actually writes custom code in real time. It builds this interactive, bespoke widget right inside your search results. You can literally adjust the mass of the black holes and watch how the gravitational waves change. Search is transforming from delivering static, one-size-fits-all pages to instantly coding dynamic mini-apps like custom weekend planners built uniquely for your exact situation in that exact moment. So, part 5, the AI commerce future, or what I like to call shopping with superpowers. Let's take all this a step further. What happens when these highly capable, autonomous agents start interacting with the real-world economy? Like, how can these powerful agents actually buy things for us, safely, or binit tension K? To make agentic commerce actually work, Google and major industry players introduced the Universal Commerce Protocol, or UCP. Think of UCP as the HTTP for AI shopping. It's this brilliant open-source standard that gives AI agents and global merchants a common language to speak to each other. With UCP, your AI universal cart can seamlessly scour the entire web, dig up hidden deals, compare intricate specs across totally different platforms, and even apply your specific credit card perks, all entirely in the background. But of course, handing an AI your wallet requires ultimate trust, and that is exactly why they built the Agent Payments Protocol, or AP2. It lets you set strict digital guardrails. You literally tell the agent your exact budget and the specific brands you accept, and AP2 creates a verifiable, tamper-proof framework so your agent acts strictly on your behalf. You can sleep soundly knowing your AI won't, accidentally buy you a brand new motorcycle overnight. Which brings us to our final section, part 6, partnerships and trust, and securing this massive AI ecosystem. Because, let's be real, the immense power to simulate reality, code software, and navigate the economy requires an ironclad industry-wide commitment to safety and transparency. To combat deepfakes and ensure content credentials, Google created SynthID, which is an invisible watermarking technology. And in a massive show of unprecedented cross-industry collaboration, everyone is adopting it. Key partners now include heavyweights like NVIDIA, OpenAI, Kakao, and 11 Labs. They are collectively establishing a unified standard of trust across the board, ensuring we can always distinguish between a digital reality and the physical one. Ultimately, all of these pieces, the custom TPUs, the Omni models, the anti-gravity subagents, and those secure commerce protocols, they all culminate in a single vision. As Sundar Pichai stated perfectly in the keynote, let's not just make, let's make something that matters. Google is no longer just organizing the world's information. They are building a comprehensive ecosystem where AI agents think, create, plan, and act alongside humans, serving as a massive force multiplier for our own ingenuity. The barrier between having a great idea and actually bringing it to life has literally never been thinner. The agentic era is absolutely here, and it is ready to get to work. So, I'll leave you with this. When your AI collaborator never sleeps, what world-changing idea will you build next? Think about it. And hey, if you want to keep exploring the bleeding edge of technology, make sure to subscribe for more AI deep dives. We'll see you in the next explainer.